Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hunter Henry brings it in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Spinning away. And some room to maneuver. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
It's just me and you.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
There you go. 50 seconds to Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott letting one, and this will be caught at the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational-type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback. And all check 37. Check 37. Hey, stop. Flip it. Let's go.
Winston. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Jameis now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
First down, Winston. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready? Blue ready. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Here it comes. Wait.
Now Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Watch the run.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They're not ready for this.
To throw is Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. And some room to run now. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Gordon on first down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Winston looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Now Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's convert. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
3rd and long for Winston. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Gun. Let's go right here. 57's the back.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it.
Going to run again here with Pollard. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And here we go again.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A first down throw for Winston. And caught by Henry. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Easy.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. A beautiful fake. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We own them.
Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Gordon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch twist! Kill!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Go right in. I got you, son. 47. 26.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott caught by Cobb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check the outs. We're going to 54. 1
Now Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing, Winston. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let me go.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.